Big up everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's another mingle. It's another mingle, guys. It's that time of week again where we just have a little mingle. But to join the mingle, you've got to come in and smash a like and make sure you sub to me and the legend Nulski. As you said, he's eating, but we'll get into some eating things later on in the stream. But big up everyone. There's not many in at the moment. I'm a little bit concerned where everyone's gone, mate. Perhaps they've gone. Do you know what, DJB? I'm just not gonna be involved. Got 4 in at the moment. Big up everyone. Big up everyone. Big up Icy Spicy. We've got Icy Spicy that has just joined us. I hope everything's good, my friend. Matteo, big up Matteo. Welcome, my friend. And he's saying, man, I watched every goal of the 22-23 season and still breaks my heart. Arteta bottled it. Yeah, and that's my biggest concern. That's my biggest concern this season. That's my biggest concerns this season. Evening, gents. Oh, I don't think your notifications went on, laugh out loud. I think there's a problem, Icy Spicy, with not just my channel. I was speaking to Shane Gooner the other day, and he was saying that notifications are not going on. It's something to do with YouTube. There's a problem. Notifications are not happening. So probably as we go live, more and more people will jump in. People will jump in, but there is a problem with the notifications. I don't think it's just my channel.
Yeah, YouTube is strange, a bit of a strange character.
I think there's a problem with all of it. I think Shane was saying, wasn't he, Nulski the other day about the people are not getting their notifications, which is a problem. How you doing, Matt Ballman, my friend? Welcome. Hi, DJB. Hope you're all good. I am indeed. Thank you very much. And so is Nulski. I'll take a look at it for you. Cheers, Icy Spicy. If you could for me, that'd be great. Because at the moment, we haven't got any of their regulars in. Kawaja's missing. Jamboy's missing. Lynch is missing. All the regulars are missing. Vigilante's missing. Yeah, it's all a bit crazy. Joseph Connor Golden, big up, my friend. Apparently, Joseph Connor, the notifications are not on. I think Shane had a problem the other day with the notifications, so we'll have to look into it, my friend. But spread the word, people. Spread the word. We are live. The mingle is on. I'm sure more and more people will join us as we're going along. Aces is in. Big up, Aces. Hope you're well, brother. Joseph Connor Golden, as always, is in as well. Massive. I'm going to go through the chat while Nulski is eating his dinner. Bless him. He's eating away.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I can't seem to comment on those YouTube shorts people put out. I don't know. There is a lot of problem with YouTube at the moment, Matt. To be honest, people ain't getting comments. People ain't getting notifications. It is a worry. So, I don't know what YouTube are doing all sorts of madness lately. They really are. I don't really know what's going on, but it kills channels like ours. To be honest, it really does. It really kills them. Big up Adam Turk. Yeah, make sure you sub into Nulski. Modding the channel. Can you get Nulski's channel up, please? Icy Spicy, that'd be great. You're the only mod I've got in at the moment. Joseph Connor Golden, I did make you a mod, my friend, the other day. I don't know. There must be 2 of yous. I'll check again, though, my friend. I will check again, my friend. We've got a lot we're going to get through a lot today. We've got the lot to talk about, people, today. Senior Athletic Paper said top 10 signings of the season so far. Kudos, Gustavo, Jack Grealish, Sean Longstaff, Nick Voldemarte, Theo Etatike was in there. No Zubamendi or Gyökeres was in there. Nothing surprises me, Joseph. Nothing surprises me with that one, my friend. What do you reckon on that, Nulski, before we get into the main topics? I mean, I'm yet to be convinced about Zubamendi. Yeah. Brilliant against West Ham, but that's not when we want him brilliant. Gyökeres, Everyone knows my view on Yorkeres at the moment, to be honest with you. What we saying, bruv, that they're not even in the top 10? Big up, Joseph, for that. Big up.
Yeah, I just think with the profile that they came with and the anticipation, expectation, we was expecting a lot more from them.
Yeah.
And to be honest, they've flattered to deceive, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, more say Gyökeres, Zubamendi, yeah, okay, he was okay against West Ham, but you need more, you know what I mean? And from what we've seen from him, he doesn't like to be pressed on the ball. He needs time and that. And to me, he's definitely not an upgrade on Thomas Partey. So people are saying that we've improved in that area. We haven't. Still don't think we've improved that area. And then for Gyökeres, I was talking about it earlier on today on my channel with Gyökeres, because I was sort of making a comparison between Gyökeres and Sesko, who's had the better, not saying who's had the better buy, but who's sort of playing better. Now, look, Sesko's got 2 goals. Gyökeres has got 3, 1 be a penalty, and then 2 from open play. Sesko's 2 from open play. But truth be told, and maybe a lot of people don't want to hear it, but truth be told, listen, Arteta wanted Sesko. And to be honest, Sesko would probably work in our system. That's just the reality of it, because we're not playing to Gyökeres' strength. And I was even saying to one of the Chelsea guys that was on the channel as well, that Gyökeres would probably bang in the Chelsea side in the way Chelsea play, you know, with their wingers just firing crosses, low crosses and stuff like that. I think he would definitely do better in that system than in Arteta's system. Sesko would bang or probably do better in terms of his hold-up play. I think he would do better in an Arsenal squad. Not that I want him, because I think I was looking at it from the point of view that when we was looking for a striker that needed to bang 20 plus goals, Sesko was not at the top of my list, because I didn't want another project. I didn't want another, you know, guy that was only banging, like, I think his most was 13, 14 goals in that season. You know, I was mesmerised by the Gyökeres goals, albeit it's in the Portuguese league, 39 goals. So I think at least some of that is going to equate to at least half, even if he can score half. And at the moment, it's just not happening for him. Certain games, you're just thinking, yes, we need to play to his strength, but at the same time, you've got to make things happen for yourself as well. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And we're not seeing that at the moment. So I'm hoping, I'm going to give him time. I'm not going to write him off or anything like that. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be your typical flat track bully, gets goals against lower opposition. You know what I mean? That's probably maybe why we bought him, probably. And I think that maybe in the bigger games that Havertz will probably play in those games. So at least you've got an option in terms of Havertz or in terms of the type of games that you're going to play. Because at any point when Havertz is fit, and if Gyökeres is still not banging, then I can see him, you know, dropping him and bringing Havertz back into the side.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Norms, I mean, if you've seen me on other channels, I was on Deluded Gooners earlier on, and I've been on many channels.
Yeah,
I'm probably being a bit harsh calling him Andy Carroll, to be honest, but what I'm seeing is similarities: big upper body strength, muscling in, making runs, barging people off the ball. You know, defenders bouncing off of him. All of that's fine. You need that in a number 9. You need strength and all of that. And he is making runs and he does work hard. I'm not saying he doesn't work hard. But technically, I'm not seeing it. He's not the most technically gifted forward that we've had at Arsenal. And he's not the most technically gifted forward. I don't think that's his bag. My biggest worry when he came to Arsenal was, are we going to play a system that suits him? He likes long balls. He likes balls through the middle. He likes the midfields to play it early. We don't do that. If you look at it, it's a kind of slow, laboured build up through our midfield. It doesn't break the lines quick. Doesn't break the lines early, and he doesn't like that. Gyökeres, he really don't like that at all. So, but sometimes, Norms, when you're a number 9, if it's not going your way, you have to try and do something different. Yeah. Drop, get the ball up. Demand the ball off the midfielders, get the ball, turn, get a shot off, make the goalkeeper save. You know, even if it flies over the bar or goes wide, you've got to make something different. But he's not assisting. He's definitely not scoring in the big games. And that's why we bought a number 9 to go and score at St James's Park, to go and score at Liverpool, to go and score against me. Do you know what I mean? To make it happen. And he ain't doing it. I'm not writing him off, but I think the next 4 games for Gyökeres is crucial. Because if you look, we've got Fulham away. I think we've got Fulham away. I think we've got Atleti, we've got Palace, Sunderland away. Going into the North London derby. I don't know about you, Norms, but I think the next 4 games he needs to score. He needs to score at least 2 goals just to get him going again.
Yeah, so, he does. I mean, because we're 7 goals. We're 7 games. 7 games in.
But I'm just not seeing it, Norms. What you saying in the next 4 games? Do you reckon can you see him scoring against the likes of Sunderland?
That's what I'm saying. We're
Fulham away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're 7 games in. Sorry, my internet is playing up a bit, so if apologies if
that's all right. No, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all happening tonight, isn't it? YouTube are playing up thing. I was just saying the next 4 games. I mean, Fulham away, for instance. Then I think we've got Palace, then Sunderland away, and stuff like that. I think it's vital Gyökeres gets on the score sheet from open play.
From open play. Yeah, 100%. I don't want nobody sort of feeling sorry for him and giving, if we get a penalty, you take it. You know what I mean? He needs to do it for himself. He absolutely needs to do it for himself. And yeah, they're absolutely crucial because you're going to he hasn't scored for a month. You go into the next 4 or 5 games. We could be looking at 2 months. You know what I mean? So he does need to get on there because I think it's going to start to play on his mind.
Definitely.
All the ops are going to be at him, and then once the journalists start, and criticising him, then it's how he deals with it. Do you know what I mean? I mean, look, he seems a strong enough character. Yeah. Just listening to him, but yeah, from a big club like Arsenal, all right, you say the money that we paid for him because obviously, the likes of Isak was bought for 120 plus million. So he's not in the level of Isak, and I can say that with confidence. And all the other strikers, especially like the elite strikers, he's just a decent strike, half decent striker, but nothing special. You know what I mean? As I said, from looking at how he plays, he's just a flat track bully, strong, barges people out the way, but he's got to make it happen. He just looks like, looking at him playing at the moment, he does look like he's a championship player. I'm not going to lie.
I can't lie. Yeah, Norms, I'm glad you said it because I've been saying it and getting pelters.
Yeah, what it is, you've got to assess what's in front of you. Yeah,
you have to,
and as much as I wanted him, I mean, I know you won't do this.
No, I won't be doing that. No, bro, no. I'll leave that.
You could do that though. At least do that, because you're frustrated.
Yeah. Lynch ain't in the chat yet, but I might just do a Lynch or something. Do you know what I mean, or something?
But he has to. He has to score. He has to score, mate. You know what I mean? Just make just
up
for himself.
Spicy. Thank you,
also,
brother. Yeah, go on, Norms. Yeah, no, I agree. And I've been saying it and I've been getting messages and I've been getting, people get on my case. Oh, yeah. And I think what it is, Norms, is that where we've not had a number 9 for so long and he is a striker and they've seen him score goals in the Portuguese league, I think they're so desperate that this guy hits the ground running and scores goals. But we said it, didn't we? We said that this is an important season for Arsenal. And as much as it pains us, and as much as we don't want it to foul, we ain't got time for this striker to go game after game after game not doing the business. We need him not just scoring, but assisting and being a right, do you know what I mean? And being a right baller. Because we've not had it and we ain't got time to wait, really, have we, Norms? And this is what worries me about him. And I said it right at the beginning of the season. This guy will look bang average if we don't play to his strengths. And the simple thing is, Arteta's not going to play to his strengths. He's got to either find a way out to play in the system, or he's going to be finding himself Havertz getting in front of him
on the bench. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the thing with Arteta. It's his way or the highway, literally. Yeah. And you see. You kind of see that in the sense with like players like Ethan, because maybe he doesn't trust him, because he doesn't do the things that he wants off the ball, as opposed to what he does on the ball. And with Victor, both on the ball and off the he works hard. He works hard, and that was one thing he did bring up when he was in his assessment of Victor Gokras in his face. He goes, yeah, he works hard, he runs a lot, he presses a lot, and all of that. But it's got to be more than just pressing. Yeah, I want to see goals. Absolutely want to see goals from him.
Goals.
He was bought as a number 9. He was, throughout the summer, which we chased. Yeah. The big chase was on. We got him. So now we don't want to be disappointed, but at the moment, we are a little bit disappointed with what we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Got a few here from the comments. So he says Florian Wirtz hasn't worked out for a Liverpool too. No, massive flop at the moment. It says Nunes did it like Gyökeres in the Portuguese league, scoring goals. It didn't work out, and that's I make you right, Matt, because some players it just doesn't work out at a team. It's not because they're bad players. It's just that the tactics that the manager implements, the environment, the midfield players around them just don't suit them. It just doesn't work out. It's like when you start a job. It all sounds brilliant and you think, yeah, I'll take that job. But when you get in there, you just think it ain't for me, really. I'm struggling getting to work on time. It's a bit far. It could be 100. I'm hoping that won't be the case with Gyökeres, but it does happen. I have seen it happen over the years to players. But big up everyone that's coming in. Sorry about the notifications. It wasn't my fault. YouTube's playing up with the notifications. So if you've only just come in, thank you very much for coming in. There's still a lot of regulars in the show that is not here at the moment. But we got some. But if you've come across it for the first time, make sure that you sub, smash your like, follow Nonski as well on Nonski TV. And we're gonna get into David Raya and Timber and basically just ask the question, guys, about the wages situation or whether it's the football club. You guys are top of the so the pressure is off, new signings, but the pressure comes when you need them to step up and change them in tight games and wins. Yeah, absolutely. If Gyökeres don't ball out in the next 4 or 5 matches with the fixtures that we've got, then I'm going to be asking more questions whether it's for him or not. Do you know what I mean? Big up Nonski and DJB. Seen earlier, Gabriel Jesus been linked for Everton for January. Wow! If we can get money for him for Everton, then Berta's a miracle worker. That's all I'm saying. If we can get 25, 30 million for this guy, what are you saying on that, Norms? Because I did hear a rumor. I'll be well happy getting him off.
Everton will probably suit him anyway.
Yeah. Big up, Joey.
Yeah,
welcome to the community, my friend. Big up, my friend. Big up. Question, Norms. Do you think this was bad time for the international break with us doing so good and Liverpool doing so bad lately? Do you think he's come at the wrong time, or do you think there's never a good time, Norms? International break. Sorry, mate, you froze there. Did you hear me?
I didn't catch that, Deke. My internet.
Sorry, man. Norms is having
what you said there.
Norm's is having a stinker and hooked, as Lee would say, right? But he's got problems with his internet.
I'm having a nightmare with my internet because
don't worry,
it's not the best. It's not the best of internet.
There he is.
So I really do apologise.
My friend, how you doing, brother? Oh, we was worried about you. You weren't the first on the chat.
You left us.
We thought you'd left us. Now, there's been a problem with the notifications, guys. There's been a problem with the notifications, and it's been a bit of a nightmare. Right. Joey said, Norms, do you think this was a bad time for international? Do you think the timing was wrong? International break, a bad time with us doing so good and Liverpool doing so bad lately? Do you reckon it derail us?
I always think international breaks is a bad timing. God, it's just too many of them. Do you know what I mean? Look, in one hand, yes and no. It's just a bit of. I'm quite enjoying the fact that we've gone into an international break, sitting, top of the league, and we don't have to kind of be sitting through there thinking, if only we won that game and whatever. So we ain't going through there. But at the same time, it would be good to have the momentum, and that the next game coming, we're on a bit of a roll. Fulham, I'd say it's not going to be an easy game away, but I think we've got the squad, and I think on this occasion, I think we will beat them. Not going to say it's by any crazy score because they're not doing too well themselves.
No.
I think we've got a little bit of a better mentality than we did last season. So, I mean, you've only got to look back on
there's a
the
steeliness about us this season, isn't there, Norms? There's a little bit of a steal.
There is. There definitely
defensively, we're solid. We've got the players to come on.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. The manager aside, any half decent coach or manager with his team should be winning silverware, shouldn't they?
100%. Yeah. Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
You give this team, to Glasner or anyone, even Thomas Frank. Really, what he's doing with Tottenham, you give this team to Thomas Frank. Doesn't make Arteta any special, but they should be winning a champion. They should be winning something.
Definitely.
The team we've got. He froze up again. Normsy's having a. You all right, Norms? Yeah, definitely should be. You all right, Norms? He's having a nightmare, old Norms tonight. It's going to be one of them.
Yeah. I'm having a.
We're having a mingle around, and he's having.
I'm having a meal. I can't even tap into my phone because the.
Yeah, you've frozen up again. It's like playing musical statues when you're a kid, mate. Do you know what I mean? When you're at school and the music stops, and you're giving it all like the old Peter Crouch at the moment. You're doing the all robot.
We'll try and go in and come back out.
We'll carry on though. DJB, when I was on holiday in Cyprus with the missus and kids, Top Gooners said to me, you'll get kidnapped, all because I call out these Arteta sexuals is something else. Crazy, mate. Crazy. What you have to do, you have to have, everything's got to be rosy. You're not allowed to have an opinion. You're not allowed to express your opinion. I've never known the protection of this football manager ever. And that's what it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. Kawaja, 11 likes so far. That's not good enough, is it, guys? There's 32 in the building now, so we should all be smashing like. The Suge is in. Look at the Suge, Norms. Big up DJB and Normsky in the chat. Hit the likes and subscribes. If players want Arsenal because of Arteta, that's the players I don't want at the club. Yeah.
I'm going to...
If players want Arsenal because of Arteta, that's the players I don't want at the club. Well, we're going to get onto it, Norms, right? According to Mikel Arteta and everyone, basically what he pretty much is more or less saying is that players want to come to Arsenal because of the way it is, because of him probably and everything else. But I'm going to give you a list of wages here. Jesus, 280 grand a week. Havertz, 250 grand a week. Declan Rice went from about 140, 150 grand a week to 240 grand a week.
I'm trying to come back in and go back out.
Odegaard's jumped up to over 200 grand a week. Players are coming to the football club on 10, 20 grand a week and suddenly getting 50 grand a week, guys, you know? All this madness where they're getting kind of trebling and doubling their wages. That has to have, I don't care what anyone says, whether Nortzy's gone back out, he's coming back in again in a minute. That has to have an influence on the football club. It has to, doesn't it, Suge? Big up to you, Suge. Absolute legend. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated. You know, it can't all be about the football club, can it? There's got to be some element of wages and everything else. I don't know. I don't really know. You got to look at it as well, though, people, right? If, for instance, Declan Rice was only offered about 10, 20 grand more to leave West Ham to come to Arsenal, and City offered him 50 or 100 grand more, he wouldn't come to Arsenal. He didn't come to Arsenal because it's Arsenal, or he came because he said, well, if I'm going to leave West Ham, where I've played my whole career and I'm happy, it's got to be worth me while doing that. So I'm not convinced it's all about the Football Manager, to be honest. Adam Walton, AOK, Wiltshire Pirlo panel and chat. Yeah, Adam Walton is an absolute baller. He's probably the best midfielder in the Premiership at the moment, I would say. Absolutely. Nulski having a mare. I see he is. He's having a proper mare at the moment. He's having a proper mare. He's having a bit of a. Yep. He is. He is. The mingle is. I'm losing my right hand man at the moment. Nulski, please tell me the Top Gooners hacked your Wi-Fi. Probably. But I'll tell you what, sub to his channel, and when his Wi-Fi is working, he's on it, guys. He's on it. He's on it. He's on it. But what we're going to discuss next, when Nulski comes back, we will discuss what he thinks of whether the players come to the club, whether it's a wage thing or whether they generally want to play for this manager and football team. Do you know what I mean? It's a tough one, guys. It's a tough one. Big up, Joseph. I was at the hospital when I saw it and lost the plot. Oh, big up, Suge. Hope you're all right, brother. Hope all good. Hope you're all good. Walton is clear of Zubamendi. He is. He is. I was banging on about this player 2 seasons ago. As of I was banging on about Semenyo. Now all the Top Gooners are saying, oh, Semenyo, yeah, get Semenyo. When I said get Semenyo instead of Rodrigo last season, I was told I was on something. Why would you have Semenyo over Rodrigo? A, he'd be cheaper, less wages, and his output would probably be pretty much the same, if not better, because he's played in the Premiership. And people were saying to me about Semenyo, about, oh yeah, but you know he's like a one-season wonder. Well, if you've seen him how he plays this season, he hasn't tailed off to how he was last season. He's no different. In fact, he's better. He was brilliant last season. He's even better this season. So this guy is just a natural. This guy is just a natural. I'd take Semenyo. I'd take Adam Walton. Problem is, guys, there's not going to be much money about, I'm afraid. Especially when we will get onto it and we will talk about it a bit later on, because there's not going to be much money about at all. Top Gooners have taken Nulski. They've kidnapped him. They've done him. They've done him. They've done him. There's a lot of people, a lot of regulars not in the chat at the moment, but there are some that I've never seen before. Big up to everyone that's come in. Big up to everyone. 31 in there at the moment. Make sure you sub to me. Make sure you sub to Nulski, and smash your like, because it really does help the channel. Really does help the channel. These Top Gooners go on about how Zubamendi is world class. This world class thing, Joseph, right, is absolute the modern day terminology for any player that looks half decent. So if a player does something out the ordinary in one game, he's world class. I'm really sick and tired of putting labels on players saying they're world class. Absolutely sick and tired of it. For me, world class is players that do it week in and week out, players that do something extraordinary week in and week out, players that don't drop off from one game to the other, players that also put their international shirts on and do the business and still look good, and players that just have got that kind of way of making football look so simple. You know, you look at Pirlo play, Zidane play, Maldini play, Baresi, Maradona, Ronaldinho, R9. You know, you look at all these players, they just make football look so simple. That's world class. Not someone that just does the odd flick around the corner, or someone that just plays a pass or kind of does a one-off pass or a couple of passes during the game and then, oh, they're world class. No. But my question is when we play Leeds away and Sunderland away, Brentford away, how will he do against the really physical midfielders? Joseph, we've seen it with Zubamendi. We've seen it with Zubamendi. Well, I have anyway. I'm not talking about everyone else. I'm talking about me. I watch with my own eyes. What I've seen from Zubamendi, absolutely brilliant Not world class, brilliant. When he's got time on the ball, there's no one else around him, and he's got time to think and pick a pass. Not a problem. But I've also seen him under pressure, no time on the ball. And that is when he goes missing. He gets pushed off the ball easily. He loses possession. He panics. He rushes his passes. That's not a midfielder for me. Man like Fabregas was unpressurized and made it look so simple no matter how many players he had around him. Yeah, so it's crazy. Where's Robbie Senior? Gooner SC, big up, my friend. He's gone, mate. He's got problems with his internet. I'm hoping he'll be back. I'm really hoping he'll be back. But he's got a problem with his internet at the moment. Walton will cook in the World Cup. Yeah, I hope so, friend. I hope so for England. I really do. I hope England cook in the World Cup. Walton and Rice will boss the England midfield together. I don't think he'll play Walton. He'll play the overrated Bellingham, won't he? He's another one that gets brandished world class. Never world class. Big up the Surge. Let's put it into perspective. If Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Madrid or Barca offered 250k for Rice, he would not pick us. Facts. Absolute facts, Surge. And this is why I asked the question. Do the players actually want to come to Arsenal, or is the wages a big kind of hook? And what I'm thinking of, yeah, I don't think it's all Arsenal and Arteta, because we haven't won anything. We haven't won anything. Yeah. I think they get sold a dream, but I honestly think wages have a huge part of players coming to Arsenal. Look at the wage increase they get. They don't just get sort of 10, 15,000 wage increase. They're getting like 100 grand, 200 grand. You know, they're getting like 150. They're trebling their wages. We have Norsky back.
Yeah, mate. Sorry, but guys, apologies, man. My internet is really, literally I don't know what's going on.
AFTV kidnapped Robbie Senior to their studio because they forgot their glasses. So, you're getting brandished here, Robbie Senior. Look, and what he said is AFT kidnapped.
No, Gunas, he always does that. He always calls me Robbie Senior. I don't know why. I'm not Robbie Senior. I ain't got his money.
Make sure you put a sub on this channel and Numpskis. You probably already have from Numpski. All good, DJB. I had to get scans and certain tests and meet. Okay, mate. I hope you're fine, brother. I really do. And I hope all the chat as well. We're all behind you, Suge. Absolute legend. Everyone subscribe. Come on, Numpski TV. There it is there. Let's go. Let's go. DJB, I'm off for the night. Take care. Good show. Static, absolute legend, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Supporter of all the channels. Thank you very much, Static, my friend. Big up. Norms, you was off, mate. We've been talking about whether you think the players come to Arsenal because of Arteta and Arsenal, and it's the Arsenal and everything else. Because Suge made a good point. He said the bottom line is if Liverpool offered Declan Rice when we went in for him 250, Man City offered 250, Real Madrid or Barcelona, he wouldn't be coming to Arsenal. Do you think it's the wages, or do you think they generally want to play for the club, or a bit of both?
I mean, listen, you know, players. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I really apologise. You know what I mean? Hook, stinking hook, as they would say. If you can hear me, basically,
yeah, we can hear you, Norm. We can hear you, brother.
The thing about players, if I'm can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah,
yeah, can hear you, mate. Yeah.
Professional players, like one thing I'll be doing. Can you hear me? Yeah, one thing I will be doing is be looking at the manager, looking at his CV, what is won, and for me, I think Arsenal they can offer you good money, yeah. But if a lot of these players had a choice, yeah, then they would go to the managers that they know that have won stuff. That's my personal thing. So I think a lot of it's to do with the money. Because I mean, listen, what has Arteta won? Come on, one FA Cup and 2 Charity Shields. You know, that ain't gonna attract me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But it's just that thing of a lot of the fans, the top fans, want to make out that this guy is the best thing since sliced bread. And if you were somebody that came from Mars and you didn't know, yeah, you'd think Arteta's won everything that's going.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You think he's won the Premiership? You think he's won the Championship? You think he's won the Champions League? You would think he's won every single thing going, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Yeah, crazy. I mean, I think a lot of the wages, probably like a lot of the players though, Norms, they obviously got to think of their careers, you know, and I think. I think any one of the big 6, if you like, the big 6 clubs in the Premiership, I don't think it's exclusive to Arsenal. There might be 1 or 2 things that persuade them. But I think if you get Liverpool offering big wages, Man City, even Spurs and Chelsea and all of that, they're going to think of the wages. They wouldn't have signed for Arsenal if say Man City offered them 150,000 more a week or something like that. I don't know. I'm on the fence with it a little bit. You know, I do believe Arsenal. I do believe Arsenal have got some sort of pull because of the history, but the way the way they go on, we can attract anyone. Everyone wants to come to Arsenal. They're queuing up, Norms. I don't think it's like that.
Yeah. No, it's not. I mean, Arteta, is it? You know that there's a special knock. What special knock is that? You know what I mean? I just think. As you rightly say, DJB, it's more about the history of Arsenal and what it stands for and all of that. So, and you know, a lot of players that we come are what we know boyhood Arsenal fans as well. So that's probably one of the reasons why they want to come and play for the Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? But what would be the icing on the cake is if that, you know, in our recent history, we would have won something, you know, major, which we haven't at the moment. So
exactly. Because I'll tell you where these players' loyalty.
I think primarily.
Yeah, go on, mate. Sorry.
Can you hear me, guys? I've frozen out again.
I can hear you, Norms. We can hear you, but you've just frozen. Go on, Norms.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether I should turn off my camera. Let me see if I turn off my camera. If that helps to stop that. I know you probably want to see my.
Yeah, I mean, we love
the camera, see what happens.
But you might have to just do voiceover. Right, go on, Norms.
What about now? What about now?
Yeah, that's perfect, Norms. Yeah, you've just taken a penalty and hit it top corner.
All right, listen, I'm just gonna have to just say, I'm just gonna have to have my camera turned off, mate. So you're not gonna see me lovely mug. But So what was I saying, DJB? I lost my train of thought. What was you? We're talking about the wages and the fact that
do you think? I mean, there's probably some sort of history in it, isn't there? But at the end of the day, I'm not convinced that everyone's queuing up to join Arsenal and we can attract every single player. Do you know what I mean? I'm not having that.
Yeah,
I'm not having that, Norms. It's definitely to do with the wages. But it says, I mean, we're going to get our start at because we'll get on to Ethan later on, my friend. Yeah, but big up, my friend. Yeah. Let's have a look. David Raya. Talking of wages, Arsenal reward keeper David Raya with improved deal and apparently Timber as well. Says Arsenal have rewarded goalkeeper David Raya with an improved contract to underline his status as one of Mikel Arteta's key players. He's understood the Spanish international has finalised the deal, which we all know about, to 2028. Yeah. It says in similar agreement, so Trossard has had an improved deal. His wages have probably gone sky high as well. Gabriel Magalhaes. What do you think on Raya, Norms? You happy that he's got an improved deal? I'm fairly happy. I think he's a good goalkeeper, personally. I think it's important that we keep Raya, to be honest. I think he's really important, Norms. What are you saying on David Raya's deal?
Yeah, no, good. I'm glad that we're securing these players. You know what I mean? Because in the past, we you know when we've always sort of kind of been in that sort of situation where you're threatening that they're not going to sign. You know, we lost a lot of players. Listen, even though we played some scintillating football back in the day, but the problem is paying for a stadium and that we had to sell our best players. And the other thing on that, you could look at the fact that where we wasn't winning things for a long time. You take the typical Van Persie, he wasn't getting or promised. He wasn't promised like the players that were going to come in that we were going to be able to go and challenge for the league. That's why he ended up going to Man United. So it's nice to see, especially with Berta at the thing. I think if it was they do, I think we might be seeing from a different hymn sheet. But with Berta at the helm, I think we're getting a lot of these deals over the line, which is really good. The big one in being Saliba. Next is Saka. So it's good that we secured Raya. I think he's a good goalkeeper. And also now we're looking to secure Timber, which I think is probably one of the best right backs in Europe. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely world class. Fantastic. We got him, and the fact that he's looking like he wants to sign that new deal. So I'm really pleased about that. Do you know what I mean? So I think Berta plays a big part in all of this.
Oh, massive! I think the Timber one is more important than the Raya, if you ask me. I think he's going to go down. If we can win trophies, Timber will go down as one of the legends. And when you do these best 11s of all time.
Yeah,
I think if Timber can add trophies to his football, so if Timber wins a Premiership, FA Cup, perhaps does a double. In 10 years' time, a lot of people will be putting Timber in their top 11. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
He's probably the best right back that we've had in many, many years. Probably up there with the best, to be honest. And now he's improving his game, going in the final third, attacking as well. He's improving his game, which is even better. But I don't know if you can see my screen, Norms. It says save percentages by Premier League goalkeepers, 50 minutes. Nick Pope is up there, just over 70. Then it's Jordan Pickford on just over 70. Alison Becker, just over 70. Then David Raya on 70. And then Robert Sanchez on 70. So they're all pretty even. So by that, they're the 5 top goalkeepers at the moment. And obviously David Raya's in there.
Yeah. But
you're absolute deluded top gooners that thinks there's no other life other than Arsenal. There's no other football team outside of Arsenal. There's no other players outside of Arsenal will tell you that David Raya is the best goalkeeper in the world. I would say Donnarumma's got a big part to play in that, personally.
100%.
So I don't think David Raya is probably the best, but he's one of them. Would you agree with that?
One of them, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely one of the best. I'm not gonna Donnarumma for me, man. He's the sort of keeper that will probably save Man City 10, 15 points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look, when we played PSG, mate, you know what I mean? Save that this guy was making is just unbelievable.
Oh,
and even when we faced them, it's just so. Yeah, so I mean, obviously, we haven't seen enough of him in this league, but I think he will definitely be right up there. Definitely. But Alisson, top keeper. So yeah. So
and the thing
he's not the best. He's one of the best. Yeah.
I always say with goalkeepers, having a solid defence in front of them makes them even better, because it says here Raya goes the longest of any keeper between conceding, letting in one goal every 114 minutes. Well, if he played for Brentford or Brighton or someone like that, them 114 minutes would be considerable less, wouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? So
I
don't get too carried away with the stats, because he's got an outstanding defence in front. He's got a really good defence in front of him. I always judge goalkeepers when they're called upon. at any time in crucial moments, if they're making that save, which Raya does, to be honest, you know, he might not have nothing to do for like 40, 50 minutes. Then all of a sudden someone will get a shot off. Hey, I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. The Olympiacos last week in the first half, just before half time. They weren't
we
really
tipped over the bar.
He got that shot off and Raya tipped it over the bar. Well, that could have been, do you know what I mean? That could have got Olympiacos back in the game. That's what I judge a goalkeeper on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because the concentration level, I mean, you know, Ramsdale was known for that. He remember the famous, you know, my concentration span is not that. You know, I mean, I get rather bored and everything. But yes, for a lot of times, if you've got a great defense in front of you, and you're not being tested, and then when that moment comes, you have to be right on it because you can switch off. But he was there to save, and it was a great save. So definitely. You know, listen, look, I know when he first come in, I think there was more sentiment to Ramsdale, and then the way Arteta sort of played the two off each other, saying, well, you know, both of them are my two number ones, when, you know, in fact, that wasn't the case. Do you know what I mean? You knew always that he was going to play Raya. He wasn't happy with Ramsdale, I think, in terms of it didn't help him when he did come out and talked about his concentration levels and other little things that he did, like, you know, playing the ball out of the ball and taking risks and stuff like that. So it was a case of the fans started to side with, you know, some sided with Ramsdale. And, you know, he had his dad coming out and whatnot in podcasts and stuff like that. So Arteta didn't really help the situation there. But to be honest, I think we've kept the better keeper. And I mean, obviously Kepa, you know, he's there. I mean, a lot of people were sort of holding their nose to sort of think, oh, you know, we've got this Kepa
I think
guy.
that was a no-brainer with Kepa.
To be honest, we knew he was only going to be used in
wages are less than what he was on, 5 million. Listen, you always need a backup. You always need a backup goalkeeper. And then and I said this when we signed him, we could have done a lot worse than Kepa, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think you know what it was. I think it was that Chelsea thing. It was he's another Chelsea player. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, when he's coming, he hasn't really put a foot wrong. No, let's be honest.
No, exactly. I mean,
we're allowed to change our minds, people. We are allowed to change our minds.
Exactly. They'll all get tested eventually. Suge, big up, my friend. Already seen City improve since Donnarumma joined. Facts, my friend. Obviously, if you've got Donnarumma and Haaland, you're always going to be a threat. City are going about their business very, very, very quietly. Donnarumma is world class. Probably, because he's done it in big moments. He's done it in big games. He saves a lot of penalties. But this guy on the screen at the moment, I'm really glad we're tying this guy down. Big up, Martin. Big up, my friend. Hope you're well, brother. Thank you for joining us. Sorry if you're only just coming in late because there's been problems with the notifications. No one's been getting their notifications. There's a lot of regulars not in tonight. I haven't seen Jamboy yet. I haven't seen Lynch yet. Waha's in. Big up, my friend. Waha's in. Big up, my friend. And we've got some new ones in as well. So welcome to the community, people. Welcome to the community in chat. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Now, this, as I said, I think I said it on a stream not so long ago. If this guy wins trophies, he will go down as probably one of our best right backs if he carries on the way he's doing. People say, is he better than Lauren? Well, he'd be up there. At the moment, no, because Lauren it was a winner. Lee Dixon, he can't go above Lee Dixon for obvious reasons because he won everything. But he will definitely be up there.
I think. Did you mention? I think it was on another show, DJB. I think you mentioned. Was it Kenny Sampson? I think you had a reason behind why he was sort of close to with putting him in the car with
Kenny Sampson did only win one trophy, but Kenny bought a
but
lot.
there was a but. There was a but.
Kenny was very similar. Do you know what? Right, Norms? I'm glad you brought up
similar build as well. Similar build.
I know they play on different sides, but there's a real big resemblance between Kenny Sansom and Timber. Good 1-to-1. If anyone's attacking him, he doesn't leave much space in behind. He's good in the tackle. He doesn't panic. One thing I like about Timber, he's really good at dispossessing. He's a really good tackler. He's quite clean, you know. And if he can bring more of the attacking play, i.e., if he can improve that final third, which he is doing, he's going to be an absolute baller, my friend, an absolute baller. The reason why you can't see Normski is not because he's hiding from everyone. It's not because he's had
I'm eating my cold Chinese. DJB, I'll tell you what it is. I'm eating my cold Chinese. That's what it is.
No, we'll get onto that later on, people. We'll get onto that later on. Another one I'm going to bring to the stage in the chat. Here we go. Look at them here. Yeah. Ooh. The proposed plans for upgrading the Emirates. Kroenke, obviously, it's all in the kind of stages of negotiations and everything else. Norms, apparently we want to go from 60,700 to 70,000. So we want to increase our stadium. Before you come in, I've got a few things about this, right? And I said this on the Deluded Gooners channel earlier on. I'm fully aware that you've got to go with the times. You've got to keep up with the times, yeah? I'm fully aware that you can't stand still. You've got to move forward, etc., etc. Because stadiums now, they host concerts, boxing. Look at Spurs. I mean, they've nailed it. One thing that Levy done, he absolutely nailed it when he constructed that stadium. And I'm fully aware that we've got to move with the times. I understand it. The Emirates probably need a refurb anyway. 20 years old, needs a lick of paint. Inside the stadium, the seats need renewing. Part of the areas need upgrading. The numbers, you can't see the numbers going up the stairs. You can't see the numbers on the seats. So all of that sort of stuff needs doing. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But I'm a football fan, Norm. And call me old-fashioned. I'm a fans fan. Working, poor background, working class background. And I've still got them traditional values in me when I go and watch football, right? If you're going to extend the stadium and none of the real fans are going to benefit, and you are going to sell them tickets to corporates, CEOs, companies, and all of these sort of people that's in the middle of this picture, Kroenke, and the real fans are not going to get a look in, I'd rather them not extend the stadium, Norms, just to earn a quick buck, right? What's your opinion on it, Norms?
I mean, where the whole thing is when we was at Highbury and the talk of us like moving from Highbury to Ashburton. I think when you got there, there was that thing of like. A part of our soul was lost, because the Highbury was tight, marble halls, 38,000 plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fans were close to the players and all that. And look, the Emirates Stadium is lovely. We understand. We was told that when we moved to the Emirates, we're going to compete with the likes of Bayern Munich and all these big clubs and everything else. But unfortunately, that hasn't quite happened yet. Do you know what I mean? So. It's this thing of loads of clubs now are starting to build these lovely big stadiums and that, because obviously it brings in a lot of match day revenue and stuff like that. But as you rightly said, it's the true fan. It's the because a lot of these tourists are going to come. They're only there. It's just a day out for them, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a day out for them.
Yeah.
You're gonna have all the corporate boxes and that. So these are businessmen at the end of the day. Yeah, these are businessmen. Like back in the day, at Highbury and that, it was like, as you say, it's that whole thing, background, working man's club. Do you know what I mean? Go there, you save your small pennies and that to go and have a a great day with your mates down there. But now you go to these stadiums, and sometimes it can be soulless. And I think there was a point where I remember when they first moved to the Emirates, it just didn't feel right. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, you know, and we remember our first few games was drawing a lot of games. I was thinking, what's going on? We moved to a big stadium like this, and I was expecting a bit more. No, it don't. It's not the same as that. You know, you go and watch old footage of the Highbury and the stuff that went on there. It was just great. And I know I think it was on Jez's channel. Jez was talking about it. Big up Jez, and he was talking about, you know, what they wanted to do. They wanted to extend one end, but because of I think it was because of it was to do with the underground or something. I can't remember what it was, but essentially they couldn't go out, and they were going to try and look to build up and stuff like that, but they couldn't do it. So the plan originally was to extend Highbury, but then obviously that didn't, and there's a lot of against that, and then hence now why we're here at the Ashburton, and now, because other clubs now, like all the state-of-the-art stadium. If my voice is on it, it's because DJB is prepared. So if you still can hear me,
I can still hear you.
Just disappeared DJB. So if you still can hear me, yeah, that's great. You're looking at all these stadiums, these world-class stadiums that are now being built, and are basically, you know, these owners want to keep up. You know, I mean, all these billionaires, they will come together and go, look at my stadium. Oh, I love this stadium.
Exactly. I just got a problem with it.
Real Madrid, you know, Real Madrid have done it.
Yeah.
It's just keeping up with the Joneses, isn't it? But I think the fans suffer. The real fans suffer. That's what I'm essentially trying to say. The real fans suffer, and it just becomes a day out, you know, for those that are just there, the corporate guys. They're going to come there, enjoy themselves in the corporate boxes. You know,
this is the problem I've got, though,
brigade, as Roy Keane would say.
But this is the problem I've got. The reason why they want to expand is to increase the capacity. But are you increasing the capacity for the real fans, or do you want to increase the money, the revenue for the corporates and everything else? Because you're doing it for the wrong reason.
It's more about the revenue.
You're doing it for the wrong reason. I know it's going to generate more money. But what a lot of the fans don't realise as well is, while this is going on, while this modernisation is going on, this guy in the middle is not going to spend any money on players. He will have to go. This is why these players are signing 5-6 year contracts. One of the reasons why and I might be wrong, Norms, and this hasn't been mentioned on other streams, right? But one of the reasons why I think we're putting players on high contracts is because if this rebuild goes ahead, refurbishment goes ahead, there's going to be no money for more players. No. That's a fact, because that's going to cost millions, right? There's going to be no money for extra players. So whoever's the manager, whether it's this guy or the next manager coming in, part of the remit is, well, the players that you've got are the players that you've got to work with. Because whilst this rebuild is going on, there's no more players, there's no more money. So that's why that's why we're tying down all these players. We're tying down these players because there ain't going to be no more in the future, because we're going to extend the stadium.
Yeah.
That's how
the thing is, the players that we are bringing in are ready to be. Yeah, and the players that we are tying down futures for or buying players, they're relatively young. So, you know, like Chelsea, you know, we're not going to do what Chelsea do, buy them and flip them and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's Chelsea's model.
Yeah.
I
reckon it'd be another situation.
There's this talk about growing.
I reckon it'd be another situation, Norms, when we was building the Emirates, when Wenger didn't have any money to spend on players.
Yeah.
It's going to be very similar to that. It's going to be similar to that, whether you like it or not. This is why, another reason as well, what I said earlier, it's vital that this manager wins the Premier League. Because when we move to Wembley, or if we move to Wembley, there's all sorts of implications there, because it's going to be like playing away every game. It won't feel like it. Them players won't feel like they're playing at home. It'll feel like an away day every game, right? Because Spurs suffered for it, and not only that, it's a nightmare to get to Wembley and back. Yeah. It's an absolute nightmare. Can you imagine it midweek? I'm dreading it, Noms, because you imagine midweek game, 8 o'clock kickoff, European night. I'm not getting home till gone 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. That's mad. Yeah.
And it's a nightmare. Wembley Park's an absolute nightmare.
Do you think Arsenal will look at any other alternative stadiums apart from Wembley?
Well, me and Kenny said West Ham. Makes sense.
Right. Okay,
it makes perfect sense because the transport links from North London and parts of London where the Arsenal fans come from can get to the
London
LS Stadium, London Stadium, no problem at all. No problem at all. It's taxpayers' money anyway that pays for the stadium.
Yeah.
West Ham don't pay for it. But Wembley just makes no sense to me, Knowles, because you've got all
it's a nightmare around there. I'm telling you, I've got family that my wife's family that live around there. So it's a bit of a pain. And especially on match days, you know what I'm trying to say. So and just the whole thing of it will feel like playing away. You know, as I say, Tottenham suffered. Yeah, Tottenham suffered. I just don't like the
it's going to be going to weird. And there will be a lot of fans like myself if we're playing. I don't know, Alkmaar or Karabag in the a Tuesday night Champions League. I'm not going all the way to Wembley, Noms.
No,
I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
because you know what I mean. I've got day duties to do at work and stuff like that. It means I'm getting home at 1 o'clock.
Do you think? There'd be
a lot of fans. There'd be a lot of fans.
I was going to say. I was going to ask you. Yeah. Do you think a lot of fans would? The word boycott is quite strong, but
I don't think they'll boycott. But there will be lots and lots of empty seats around the ground on certain games. Definitely, 100%, 100%.
Yeah,
and that will have an effect on the players and the playing. So we better get our trophies before we move to Wembley because we won't win nothing now. I'm telling you. But let me get this super chat from the one and only Suge. Come on the chat. Norski is still 150 from 1K. This legendary individual needs 1K subs. Share it with your friends, family, and co-workers. Suge, you're an absolute legend and a supporter to all our channels. That's right.
Big up, Suge.
It is criminal that Norski is not on 1K yet.
Criminal.
Look, he's even so embarrassed he can't show his face. Get him on 1K. Big up, Suge. Yeah, I remember when we drew 1-1. Yeah, I remember it well. 206 when Emirates we first played there. Yeah, and we thought, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
it's been brilliant for us the last 20 years.
It was one of those ones. I just didn't. Yeah.
Let's be honest. It's been a bit of a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you look at on the Premier League, on the Emirates era, we've not won a Premier League. We've not won a Premier League. That's crazy, man. A stadium like Arsenal, and we've not won a Premier League.
We moved there for a reason, though, Norms, to compete with the Real Madrids and everything. It's never happened. And we'll do this stadium. We might expand the stadium and still haven't won nothing. Imagine that. What we expanding the stadium for 70,000
right,
for?
DJB, for me,
get 60,000 in there to watch us win something.
Let's do something on the pitch. Yeah. Let's do something on the pitch. You know what I mean? Let's do something worthwhile, like win a trophy. Yeah.
Big up, Binks. Yeah, no, exactly, Norms. Let's just get and win a trophy. But look, Binks. As I said, big up the Binks. The Binks is in. Sorry you didn't get any notifications, people. There was problems with YouTube, so I do apologise. But lovely to see you, Binks. Expanding the stadium for just 10,000 seats seems a lot of effort. Binks, I was just going to say that, to be honest, Binks. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. I think if you're going to expand a stadium, expand it. 15, 20,000 minimum. You all that effort for 10,000. But this is why I don't think it's going to make any difference to the fans. You won't see fans on the waiting list for season tickets get many of them seats. This 10,000 is to get extra revenue for your Champagne Charlies, your strawberry and ice cream Wimbledon goers, yeah, and all your CEOs. This ain't coming to the real fans. This ain't coming to the real fans.
Yeah.
This is so that we can have a stadium of 70,000 so that we can host boxing matches there. And again, you know, try and get a ticket for a big boxing match. Kenny does, but that's what I said. Corporate CEOs, Kenny's loaded, so he can walk. Don't bother him. But no, real talk, Norm. It's just I'm a little bit, as I said, I'm all for expansion.
Yeah, it's more.
I know we've got to move with the
It's
times.
all
I get all that,
yeah.
but I'm old school, Norms. I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest. I've got to be honest with you. Big up Aussies Den. Big up the Aussies Den. Thank you very much indeed. Martin taps in as well. Almost 20 years at the Emirates. No heritage. No history. No nothing. No point expanding the stadium if you can't win silverware. Facts, Martin. Facts. Absolute facts.
Exactly. Facts.
I would say the actual football back in 2006 was better to watch. I remember seeing Fabregas, Sleb, Hadibayo, etc. Now it's not free-flowing under Arteta. It's not consistent. Joseph, 100%, my friend. It is a bit boring, but I think football's a bit boring anyway. I think it's going that way now.
Yeah,
it don't excite me as much as it used to. And obviously, Arsenal, watching Arsenal, and going to the game. I'm like Kenny Ken. I still get that buzz, you know. But do you know what? Sometimes on a Saturday, I don't even bother watching Match of the Day sometimes. Especially if it's been like 1-1, 0-0s, 1-0s and all of that. I don't even bother watching it. I used to watch it religiously every week, Norms. But there's some weeks now I fall asleep.
Right now.
I mean, is
just literally boring.
I mean, Norms, is that football got boring, or is that just us getting old, mate? Norms?
DJB, repeat that again. I've missed everything you just said.
No.
Yeah,
I said
repeat
Norms.
that again because I just missed everything you said.
No, I was saying that I said football's changed anyway. I mean, Joseph Connor Golden, big up. He remembers 2006 when football was exciting.
You sound like Norman Collier
and all of that. Nowadays, football's. And I was saying, football just don't excite me anymore like it used to. There's some Saturdays I don't even bother watching Match of the Day.
Right. Yeah. No, it is. It's true. It is. Because it's because of the newfound modern manager. Do you know what I mean? Most games just look like the same. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh boy. Do you know what I mean? And as I say, you've been to the games at the Emirates.
Yeah.
With your cozy sleeping bag.
Oh yeah, I've had my sleeping bag.
I mean, for us to say you don't bring a sleeping bag, right? I mean, you're falling asleep. I remember them showing a footage of a guy sitting in there just fast asleep in the game. It's just like, what? I mean,
yeah. Did you see the picture I sent for pretty much first home game of the season when the geezer was fast asleep in the first half hour, first half? Like, he was right next to me. He'd fallen asleep. Do you know what I mean?
It's a cure for insomnia, mate. It's a cure for insomnia.
Right, guys, all I'm going to ask you to do is make sure that if you've stumbled across the mingle, thank you very much. Make sure you sub and smash your like. And make sure you sub and sub to Normski as well, guys. Sub to Normski as well. Yeah, I think it will happen with the refurb because money talks and there will be money exchanging hands and they'll find a way to bung Islington Council some extra money, which will get them out the crap because the councils ain't got no money, people, right? As we all know. So when the plans go in, if Islington turn around and say no, they'll say, well, how about if we give you 10 million towards your debt? They'll go, oh, all right, then go and do whatever you want to do. That's the way it works, people. That's the way it works.
Move the goalposts.
Someone will buy a nice house out of it who works for the council that's high up there. They'll get a nice house out of it and a nice holiday. and then the council will get a backhander that pays off a few debts, so they can mend the potholes and everything else, and Arsenal will get their extension. No problem at all. It will happen. I'm dreading it, to be honest with you. I'm absolutely dreading it. I'm dreading it that there's going to be no money for players. I'm dreading it, the fact that we've got to go to Wembley. And then when I do go back to the Emirates, at the back of me where I sit, I'm going to have a load of shirt and tie football goers sipping champagne and talking crap. Football is too controlling to flare. Get rid of these systems, managers like accountants running the game. Absolutely, Binks, but it ain't going to happen, darling. It ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. It's only going to get worse in the future, I'm afraid. I think football's going to cave in and just hurt itself, to be honest. I think more and more people, the way it's going, because it's taken away from the proper fan, and it's taken away from the proper fan. Top Gooners turn around and say Odegaard isn't bad, DJB, because he doesn't lose the ball, but sideways passing are exciting. All I'm going to say about Odegaard, and I've got to be honest, Norms, I'm a little, I felt a bit sorry for his injury the other day because he just got back. He looked half decent, and then bang, he's got injured again. But Odegaard is Odegaard. I mean, he needs to find some sort of form, but he's a bit injury prone at the moment, and this knee's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, that's when he was finding a little bit of form, and the fact that Arteta, was brave enough to, start him and Eze, which was really nice to see, and then unfortunately, he's had 2 shoulder injuries, and now obviously before that the ankle, and now he's ended up, knocking his knee and ended up with an MCL. I mean, we don't know the severity. I mean, I don't know if we are aware of the severity of it, but it could be anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks to 2 to 3 months, depending on the severity of it. So, we are going to miss him. I would just hope that as a result of that he starts looking over to Ethan Smith Rowe to maybe give him a little run out and see what happens.
Ethan Smith Rowe on it. Get him some run outs. I don't think he's going to start though, Norms. I think the only way he's going to get minutes is if it's 100% safe. No. If we're 2-0 up, 3-0 up, we're playing like the Burnleys and all that. Ethan Smith Rowe comes on. He ain't going to play him. The only thing I would say about Odegaard that I'm a little bit disappointed with is that I would have wanted to see Odegaard and Eze in the same team for a while. Eze in the 10 and Odegaard doing what he done against Olympiacos, you know what I mean? And Odegaard coming on and being with Eze and making things happen. It would have been nice to see them have a run of games together, but we ain't going to see it yet. And that's worrying. And at the moment, one player gets fit, another one gets injured, another player gets fit, and another one gets injured. So it is a bit of a worry, and it is a bit of a worry at the moment. So, big up the chat. Make sure that you're smashing the likes, guys. As I said, get the likes up. Make sure you're subbing. I apologise. There's not our normal regulars in tonight. I don't know where Jamboy is. He's disappeared. I don't know where he's gone. Was he on the other channels? Lynch is not in. Yeah, this weird one. Never mind, people. It is what it is. Norms, can we see your face now? Do you reckon you'll be all right?
So let's have a go.
Let's have a go at Norms. Let's have a go at Norms. You ain't still eating, Norms, are you? Is that why you went off screen? Is that why you went off screen? You was eating.
Let's have a go.
You was. Is that why you went off screen? You was eating.
I've had me oranges. You saw me earlier on, stuck in my face. Some lovely jasmine rice.
We're going to go on about eating habits, right, people? Because let's have a little bit off peak, right, Norms. Now, one of my bad eating habits, right, and chat. You can get involved because I know you've all got bad eating habits. Come on, right? Everyone's got some bad eating habits, right? And I don't mean what you eat; it's when you eat and what you do, right? Now, one of mine, Norms, one of mine is, when you have a Chinese and you get all that lovely Chinese that's left over and you just can't eat no more. Cold Chinese for breakfast, brother, is the best. I don't care what anyone says. You know when the sweet and sour sauce goes a bit jellified? Yeah, you know the one, Norms, don't you? You go to the fridge.
You know what? We was talking about.
You make sure there's no one around. You make sure there's no one around, right? And you smash in some cold Chinese. You can't beat it, bro. I'm sorry. It is legendary.
No, the thing is now, is the people in the chat, if the people in the chat, can they admit to this, that you've eaten a cold Chinese? Because I'll tell you what, my son, he look at me in disgust. Oh, you eat a cold mate, it's the best.
It's the best, isn't it,
thing, mate? Especially for breakfast. You know what I mean?
Chinese is the best.
You know what's brilliant?
Suge, what's
brilliant?
Not the cold Chinese.
Listen,
Suge, how can you not like cold Chinese, bro? Come on. You can't beat a bit of cold You can't beat a bit of cold chow mein. Chicken chow mein,
especially from the fridge.
Is the best.
Especially from the fridge.
I reckon Suge has it. I'll tell you what Suge probably eats, right, Norms? I bet he has a little bit of cold pizza. You know that pizza that's, the pizza that's been
the cold one. Yeah.
Put away in the fridge. Lunchtime, you're starving.
It's one of those ones where, it's one of those ones where I can't be bothered to put it in the microwave.
There you go, Norms. Look, Ozzy Den's in with his cold. Look, I like leftover pizza for breakfast. There you go, Ozzy Den.
Yeah. There you go.
What's Binks having? Binks has got an habit. Couldn't do cold food. Would need to heat that. Hang on, Canterbury Gooner's in. Agree, cold Chinese is elite. Get in there. Get in there, the Canterbury Gooner. I knew there's one. I knew there was one. There'd be one. I'll tell you what, right? If you don't chat, Norms, if you don't eat cold Chinese, what about a cold Indian or a cold curry the next day? Come on. Bit of pillay rice, cold chicken tikka masala, bit of cold korma. Come on.
I'll definitely pass on that one, though. I'm not the love of Indian food. I'm not going to lie. Do you know, I've got to be really in the mood to have an Indian. Do you know what I mean? If somebody said there's a choice of having Indian and Chinese all day long, mate. Do you know what I mean? Cold Chinese, cold pizza. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of those ones where it's like you sneak in the fridge. You're like, no one's looking. You know. And you take it out with your finger.
Where he sneaks down and has a bit of our whites.
Let's do it. I'm going to sing the song, guys. Do you remember this, everybody? All right, I'm going to do it. Yeah, here we go.
They probably don't remember
all whites, lemonade. Can you remember? This is how it goes. You're going to remember now. You're going to remember. This is how it goes. All whites, lemonade. I'm a secret lemonade drinker. Remember, you come down in his.
If anyone in the chat remembers that advert, you're as old as us. Oh, mate. Sweet and sour chicken balls with my Chinese order. Ozzy Den. I'm telling you. I've had the lot cold. I'll eat Chinese. If I'm hungry, if I'm hungry and there's Chinese in the fridge, honestly, try it. Try it, people. Try it. What about? This is another thing. I'll tell you.
Binks is saying only ice cream should be cold.
Well, Binks, if you think only ice cream should be cold, go on, Norms, go on.
How about this, guys? I can just taste it now. School dinners. An Arctic roll with hot custard over it. Lovely.
Oh, Normsy. Oh, listen, Suge, my Indian heritage would not allow me to eat a cold curry. It's a sin. I'll tell you what, Suge, right? My daughter-in-law's from Indian heritage and Indian, so I'm in envy of the food you eat because it's just the best food, man. If you go to a proper Indian
samosas, I'll tell you what, I'd eat a cold samosa.
Indian family that cook proper Indian food. It's just out of this world, man. Out of this world. It's a bit like I've tasted proper jerk chicken as well. That's cooked properly. It's the best, isn't it?
Yeah, listen. Well,
only ice cream should be cold.
I had some jerk chicken
Nautsky
yesterday.
a singer. I'll tell you, Nautsky's going on. Nautsky is going on. Yeah, he's going on. Yeah, we're getting him on a show. We're getting him on a show. Is Vitinha world class? Not yet. No, I don't know. It depends what your category you put world class in, Kawaja. But I wouldn't say he's world class. No. Big up the
good player.
Big up my friend.
Very good
going? How's it going? Big up DJB. Make sure, big up, friend. Nice to see you. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Can't beat Irish Kudo and an Irish breakfast. Don't think I've ever read it. Irish coddle and an Irish breakfast. An Irish breakfast, I've heard, is the only thing that's different is black pudding or something, or white pudding, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I remember Shane knows,
I think I said the difference between a full English and a full Irish is the black pudding or something, or the white pudding, something like that. Big up, my friend.
Like
right, this is going to make you cringe. Shane, good at Irish breakfast. I heard Shane. I'll tell you what, massive. Shane is a good cook. I'm going to go and see Shane in Ireland one day, and he's going to absolutely look after me and cook for me. I know he will. Big up to Shane. I'll tell you what I do, Norms, right? This is going to
ex-chef.
This is going to make you, can of beans.
Let me guess.
Pull the ring back, get the spoon, in the can, bosh, beans. Bread and butter, spoonful of cold beans, bean sandwich, baked bean sandwich, salted. I'm telling you, Norms, you ain't lived if you ain't had a baked bean sandwich. You ain't lived, brother. Have you had a cold baked bean sandwich, Norms?
Do you know what, guys? I mean, do you know? I remember.
If anyone answers yes, I'm leaving. Do you have pineapple on pizza? So, listen, bro.
Do you have pineapples on pizza?
Listen, right? You can't leave for honesty, right? You cannot leave for someone being honest. And I'm going to be honest with you. Ham and pineapple pizza is one of my favourite. Love it. That suit's gone now, look. Can't beat nice warm Greg sausage roll. No, you can't beat that.
A nice warm Greg sausage roll.
Beans on toast is underrated. Canterbury, massively underrated, especially with the old cheese on top as well. Oh, melted. The cheese just melts into the beans. Oh, it's the best. It's the cheapest food out there. You'd never go hungry. You got beans if you got beans and bread, you'd never go hungry, would you? Binks has gone, look, cold beans, you couldn't pay me.
I mean, there's so many things you could probably do with baked beans, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Because like in the Jamaican culture, we fry the peppers and the onions and then mix it in the beans. If I'm frozen, hopefully I'll come back. Do you know what I mean?
No, go on, mate. Yeah, you fry the pepper and the baked beans. What peppers with the baked beans? What, like the red and yellow peppers in the baked? Wow, man!
Did you hear what I said? Because I think he was frozen. I said, in our Jamaican culture, we slice the onions and the peppers. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go on.
Shall I turn my camera off so that I'll get the?
Yeah, go on, mate. All we got was you sliced the onions.
I'm be freezing up even more. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on.
All right, let me turn off the camera. What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go for it, Norms.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Let me do, because obviously my side of it. You're literally frozen my side. So I can't hear
a bit of Yorker at the moment. He's not quite.
So what I was saying, it.
Go on, Norms.
I think, I just heard that I sound like. Did you just say Yokeris? Yokeris is not quite eating it.
Yeah, go on, Norm. So in Jamaica, go on.
Yeah. So in Jamaica, right, I might be delayed, right, like they get the peppers and the onions, fry it in the oil, so not small oil, like sometimes in olive oil, and then mix the beans in with it. Oh, lovely! And have that with some fried dumplings. You ever had fried dumplings, mate?
Yeah, dumplings.
Fried dumplings.
My nan used to make brilliant dumplings, man. I tell you, they don't make dumplings now. People wouldn't know what a dumpling is. Some of these people in the chat wouldn't even too young to know what a dumpling is.
No. In America, they call.
Hang on, Sue just come up with a question. If anyone answers yes, I'm leaving. Oh, that's the pineapple.
They call them Johnny cakes. They call them Johnny cakes.
They call dumplings Johnny cake.
So, like in the Jamaican, they call them Johnny cakes or fried dumpling.
Oh,
they're made with like self-raising flour. Yeah, add a bit of sugar, add a bit of salt in there, man. Listen, bro.
Oh,
lovely
mate.
With some beans and eggs and sausage, man. Lovely, jubbly. Well, I could
this
take
is
it
a
right
good
now.
question.
I might go and
you're making us hungry.
Couple of fried dumplings and some sausage.
Check out this question, right? DJB Norski, if you could bring back one food back from the past, from your childhood, what are you bringing back? Right, I'm telling you now, I used to love school dinners, the semolina and jam. Used to have white semolina, like a porridge, like an oats type of cereal, with a big blob of strawberry jam in the middle.
Yeah,
loved it. Used to mix it all in.
Stop it, DJB. Stop it, DJB, mate. Oh,
yeah. Do you remember the semolina at the school for school afters? That was amazing. Of course. Yeah, amazing.
How many times did you used to go up for afters? Oh, loads.
Especially if they used to do the. Do you remember they used to do the chocolate pudding with the pink custard at school? Did you have that, Norms? Bit of chocolate kind of cake, and you used to have pink custard poured over the top of it. That was amazing, man. You used to mix it all up as well.
Yeah.
So the food I would bring back.
You remember the old sponge cake with the sponge cake with the jam on top?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Sude, goodbye. It's been fun while it lasted. DJB, you broke me. Lucky I can't be mean to you like Sean and Adam. Sude, sorry, bro. Please come back. I won't have pineapple on my pizza ever again, I promise. Big up, Suge, man. Oh, dear. I cook my beans like Normski. That jazzes it up. A Kona sauce on it too. What's a Kona sauce?
Yeah, right. So a Kona sauce is a hot pepper sauce. It's a hot pepper
sauce. Is it Jamaican?
Just gives it that little. Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
lovely.
Wicked.
So this is what you do, right, DJB? DJB. The next time you go and open up a tin of Heinz baked beans.
Yeah.
Right. Don't eat it cold. Yeah. Get a nice saucepan. Right, a bit of olive oil. So you're gonna make some Jamaican food after.
I'm going for it, Norms. Right, so I am absolutely going for it.
Listen. Right, so this is what you do. Right, here's the recipe. Right, so Binks knows about it. So Binks is the one. Yeah, bit of olive oil. Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to repeat. You're breaking up every now and again. Right, yeah. So this is Normski's recipe, chat. Right, from Jamaica. Right, saucepan. Bit of olive oil. Eat the olive oil. Yeah, go on.
Yep.
Yeah, go on, Norms.
Right, chop up some onions.
Chop up some onion.
Yeah, chop up some onions and peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some red peppers and green peppers if you want. Yeah.
Red peppers,
green peppers. Fry that up in the oil. Don't burn it. Just give it.
Fry it up. Yeah. Fry it up. Yeah.
Right, and then what you do? Fry it up. Right. Then you add the baked beans. Add the baked beans, right, and mix it in. So now, mix it in so that the onions and peppers now mix in with it. And then, from what Binks has said, add that in Kona hot pepper sauce. Just a tip. Right. Sometimes you can add granulated, the peppercorn, black peppercorn. Yeah. You can add that to it. Yeah.
Right, Norms. Right. I'm going to try that.
I'll tell you, have that with Have that with a slice of toast.
Yeah.
And if you want to have a bit of sausage with that, lovely jubbly.
Wow. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon white sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of butter or margarine. Right, nice. Now I'll tell you what, though, isn't it funny?
Right.
Like we've all got eating habits, haven't we? Right, but it's really funny, isn't it, with the things you used to eat when you was a kid and just sort of like get away with it. But can you imagine? I mean, my secrets here is cold Chinese, cold beans, yeah, all that kind of thing. There's one thing I can't eat, Norm. Anything minted, like chocolate. Yeah, after 8 mints, minted chocolate, minted ice cream. For me, mint should only be used for one thing: cleaning your teeth. That's it. Done. There's no way that mint should be used in anything other than cleaning your teeth. I'm not having it, Norms. Right? And the worst,
basically,
the worst has got to be Jaffa cakes, isn't it? Oh, they're terrible, man. They're terrible. That orangey substance in the middle, that plastic stuff that they call chocolate, and that horrible spongy thing. What is that all about? Yeah, they're horrible.
You know the thing about it, the biscuit part of it. It's almost like it feels like it's stale.
Joseph Connor Golden, biscuits late at night and crisp bad habits. I'll tell you what is a bad habit, which I don't do now, because I used to wake up scarred. I used to eat crisps in bed, wake up with all scratches over me because of the crumbs and everything. Pringles, mate, they're the worst, aren't they?
Oh my god!
Can anyone open that? Can anyone actually open Pringles?
You must have had a crisp, like cheese and onion crisp sandwich.
Oh, crisp sandwich all day long. I'll tell you the best thing, Norm. I'll tell you the best thing. Chat, This is another DJB recipe, right? Cadbury's chocolate buttons sandwich. I am telling you now. You get 2 slices of bread, butter one side, lay your chocolate buttons on the bread, cut it in half. You can slice a bit of banana as well if you want, if you like banana and Cadbury's milk chocolate buttons sandwich. Norm, you've never lived, mate, until you've tasted that. I'm telling you. Telling you.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Is this the Galloping Gourmet laugh out loud? It's the comedy section of the Mingle, people. We like to get away from certain things. It's the comedy section of the Mingle. We'll come back to football in a minute. Yeah. DJB, please stop. Suge, I'm stopping, brother. I'm telling you now, Suge, I'm not having any more pineapple on my pizza, right? If it's not good enough for Suge, it ain't good enough for me. Ain't good enough for me. Suge about to raid the pantry. Big up the legend Shane Gooner. Oh, Shane's in. Big up, Shane.
Big up, Shane. Big up.
Shane, this is right up your street, brother. We're talking about food and the bad habits, right? We're talking about food and bad habits because we can't keep talking about Arsenal. Sometimes it's too depressing. So we're brightening up the chat. We've had nightmare with YouTube. None of my notifications have been turned on. There's a lot of regulars that are not in tonight. I don't know where Jan Boy's gone. Don't know where Jan Boy. He's probably
my internet is playing up. My internet is playing up.
Norski's having a nightmare. His internet's playing up. Love Lindt chocolate. Me bad habit. Lindt chocolate. Yeah, I like Lindt chocolate. Can't beat Cadbury's. Cadbury's chocolate's the best. Big up the legend Shane Goon all the time. Big up Gianni. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Shane gets the Irish breakfast ready for DJB and Normski. 100%. Yeah, I'm going to definitely get over to Ireland and see Shane. Eating cheese later at night gives me nightmares. Freddy Krueger settings. AFC always. I'll tell you what, watching Arsenal late at night gives me Freddy Krueger settings sometimes, I'll tell you. Honestly. No, there's all sorts of habits, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? People eat all sorts of stuff, man.
Yeah.
You can only eat a kebab when you're drunk. I don't ever have a kebab at any other time other than when if I've had a couple of beers, and I don't really drink a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Vigilante's in. Big up, Vigilante. Hope you're well, brother.
Big up, Vigilante, right? Big up, big up.
Hope you're well. Rob Wood, you're excellent, DJB. You speak the truth. I try to, Rob. Big up, my friend. As I said, I'm just an old school fan. I like to try and think that there is still football for not just the big wigs and the people that are all in these corporates and all of that. I like to think the everyday working class fan still goes to football. And this is what worries me. And I said earlier, this is what worries me about the extension of that ground. You're going to put 10,000 more seats in there, but out of that 10,000, what everyday fan is actually going to benefit from it? I reckon 3,000 will come off the waiting list. The others will be all corporate seats and everything else. I really do. I really think that that's the way it's going. Morning, gents. Big up. Big up, no comp. I like your celebration, your careers. I want to see more of that, Norms, don't you?
Yep. Morning.
Make sure you sub to Shane Gooner. Absolutely. Shane Gooner, Normski, me, Aaron, Views, all these sort of channels, guys. You got to try and sub to us, man, because got to try and get it up because it's hard going. It's hard going at the moment. YouTube are doing all sorts of madness. DJB, thoughts on stadium extension and possibly going to Wembley. Mems, we just covered it. But for people that have just come in the chat, as I said, I don't think going to Wembley is a good idea. I think the transportation is a nightmare, especially evening games if we're in Europe. Wembley Park's an absolute joke. I think if we're going to share a stadium, just go and share West Ham Stadium. It's just down the road from Arsenal. It's easy to get to on the Northern Line, Jubilee lines and all of that into Stratford. No problems at all. For me, it's a no-brainer. As for the actual extension, all depends. As I said, if it goes to the proper fans, I'm all for it. And I understand we've got to move with the times. I do understand we've got to move with the times. But what it will do, it will take away our budget for our players. There won't be massive spending going on. No way. No way. Norm's heard about £18 burgers at the Emirates. I remember hearing got to pay for chips on top of that. Expensive. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. Cold pizza. Come on. I reckon everyone's eating cold pizza, Norms, aren't they? Come on.
Of course they are. Come on.
Come on now. Let's
everybody in the chat. Put one if you've eaten cold pizza. Good.
Yeah, come on, put a one.
Everybody in the chat.
I've not seen the chat. The
eaten.
Chat ain't owned up for bad eating habits, really, have they? I mean, I've owned up.
No, they haven't. That's the thing.
Cold beans out the can.
Yeah, we've owned up. We've all owned
cold
up.
Chinese, cold Indian. Not really got out the chat.
Here we go. They're coming in now. DJB, they're coming in, mate. The ones are coming in.
Was it Joseph? Was it Joseph that owned up to eating crisps and biscuits late at night? Yeah, it's a bad habit.
Yeah.
Sub to Aussie's channel.
Susan
Aussie's
says,
channel as well. AFC always vigilante. Yeah, make sure you sub into all the channels, people. Everyone's got a chance. Norm, so looking ahead, our first game after the international break. Do you know what? We've spoken about so much tonight. I forgot to ask you about your view on West Ham, Norms, because of the internet and everything. What did you make of the game
the game
West Ham? I just thought it was a bit of a training session, to be honest.
Yeah. That's probably the best way to describe it. We get the goal in whatever it was, 30 odd minutes from Declan Rice, and then we get the penalty. I think in that sort of game, I think we should have went for it more. West Ham didn't offer nothing. I think they had a total of 4 shots, 0 on target. We had 20 odd shots. with 7 on target or something like that. So, well, yeah, we should really have put them to the sword because at 1-0, anything could happen. Who's the pizza?
He's class, isn't he, Suge? That's why he's got a bit of class about him, there, Suge, isn't he? It was a bit of a training session. Was you disappointed, Norms, with West Ham? I mean, I know James was on the show the other day, like the OGs and that, and he said, well, you know, if we come out attacking, but what I was trying to say, you weren't expected to get anything from the game anyway. So I thought West Ham would have had spells of coming at us, even if it was like a 10-minute spell in the second half.
They didn't offer nothing.
They literally offered nothing.
They didn't offer nothing.
I was surprised about that, Norms.
Yeah, they offered nothing.
It was poor, wasn't it? I mean, I thought it was poor, and we kind of went down to their level at stages, didn't we? We thought,
I've just missed all of that, DJB. Do you want to repeat that again? Sorry,
no,
mate.
I just said we sort of went down to their level a little bit, didn't we? We sort of played as if to say, well, what's the point of putting ourselves out if they're not really trying? You know what I mean? We sort of got lured into the way they were playing, really, didn't we? It was like defence versus attack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
That's literally what it was. But I was just a little bit worried because, you know, it only takes one chance. Yeah. Tabasco straight from the ball. You know, it only takes one chance. And then, you know, they're back in the game. But as you said, they didn't offer nothing, DJB. They didn't offer nothing at all.
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. And Fulham away is going to be tricky, Norms, isn't it? Norms, did you get that? I said Fulham away is going to be tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I know they've got players out.
Sorry,
Fulham,
I'm delayed.
but,
So, yeah. I'm...
No, it's all right, my friend. I know they've got players out, Fulham, but it's not been brilliant for us the last couple of seasons. I think it's 1-0 and 2-1, and we've lost. So it's always been a tough place to go. I don't think we've played well there.
We dropped 4 points.
Yeah, it's a tough place to go. Palace, biggest test yet for Arsenal? Yeah, Palace is going to be a test. It is going to be a test. I mean, I know they lost against who did they play? God, dear. It's done me. They lost 2-1.
Palace played
Did they lose 2-1
too? They lost gosh, chat, what was it? Who was it? Who did they lose 2-1 to?
Oh my word.
3-1?
Gents, you think Arsenal are going 100% or is the foot off the gas a little? We've had some big games early on, the players again. No comp. I think against West Ham, they kind of were in first gear. They never really got out of first gear, to be honest. I wouldn't say they've taken their foot off the gas. I think it's just the way we play, to be honest. But I'm hoping if we need to step it up, we will be able to step it up. Everton, Aussies, Den, how can I forget that? Everton, done them. Jack Grealish. Yeah. Jack Grealish, who I've been banging on about. By the way, Jack Grealish is the best left-sided player at the moment in the Premiership, along with Adam Walton, the best midfielder in the Premiership at the moment. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yep. Even Jack Grealish, when he got man of the match, said, I can't believe I got it. Adam Walton should have got it. That's what he said, Norms.
Look at that.
Jack Grealish has been awesome. But, I mean, even though they
lose their 100%, they lose their 100% record, don't they? Crystal Palace. No, I was saying they lose their 100% record against Everton.
And you know,
they scored first as well, Crystal Palace.
And you know the nonsense we were getting when Palace lost. Happy Invincibles Day, because they were the only team that was. So we was getting all that nonsense, you know, all the usual.
Really, that's what's come out.
Yeah, my friend, I play footy with the Palace fan, and he told me Eddie is playing well right now. I hope so. I hope Eddie plays well. I hope Eddie turns it around. I never disliked Eddie. I just thought we could have done better. I was surprised, and it wasn't Eddie. It wasn't Eddie Nketiah's fault that he got £100,000 a week and the 14 shirt. That's not down to Eddie Nketiah.
No.
It's down to the brain deads that actually gave him it. Do you know what I mean? But Everton, Palace
extended Reece Nelson's contract as well.
Exactly. But do you know what? Palace played well against Everton. I mean, Everton sort of, done them in the end, right? In the end, but that game was wide open, and Everton are fearless. Palace are fearless. But another tricky game is going to be Everton away. Everton away is going to be tricky.
Yeah.
Fulham away.
The way Moyes has got
fixture. Shane, massive rotten fixture, mate. Massive. Another manager that's had this manager's card for a couple of seasons. So that's going to be a tricky game. I know Fulham have got a few of their key players missing, but even so, Craven Cottage has never been a great day for us. But as I said, these next 4 fixtures or next 5 fixtures, Norms, are key, aren't they? We've got to take. I'm expecting.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we've got apparently the best squad in Europe. There's no excuses that we're dropping points in our next 5 games, is there? I don't know if you heard that, Norms, but by rights, with the squad we've got, we shouldn't be dropping points in our next 5 games, should we? Bassi and Anderson against Gyökeres will be interesting. Gyökeres has got to step up, Joseph. I'm sorry. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. He's had plenty of games to impress, and I don't think he's done it for me.
If we can hear, guys, if you can hear me, DJB, if you can hear me, I couldn't hear nothing. Your screen went blank. That's obviously
you're having a nightmare, mate. You're having a nightmare. You're having a nightmare. We're going to wrap up.
I'm having a nightmare, mate.
He's having a
little bit inverted at the moment, so
he's having a cold Chinese, a cold Indian, and a cold beans all in one hit, guys. All in one hit. He's having. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Right, Shane's in the chat. Apologies. Shane, you're in the chat, right? Is it me, Shane, or do you think that cold Chinese is one of the best you can have? I'm sorry. I just think cold chow mein, cold shredded chicken chow mein.
Let's see what Shane's got to say.
Let's see what Shane comes up with. I reckon he's on for that. Wow, Nomsky moving like Kirkis. Nomsky's moving like Arsenal's trophy cabinet at the moment. He can't hear us. Waha. I can't. I'm hearing every second word, and it's not clear. So apologies again, man. No, it's just a nightmare. Binks actually feeling sick thinking about congealed cold chicken chow mein. Sorry, Binks. Sorry, man. Sorry, darling. Honestly, just don't worry about it, Binks. Don't have nightmares over it. Honestly, I don't mean to have nightmares. I've given Suge nightmares by saying I had pineapple on pizza. Well, I used to, but Sue just told me off, so I'm not having it anymore. Nomsky's the dim trophy cutout right now. DJB, it's time to wrap it up. These poor food choices need to disappear. No, we're giving it the elbow. Next week topic, people, comedy slot on the mingle, right? You'll be interested to know is not the food, yeah. Next week is things you used to get up to as a kid without your parents knowing. Eh? Imagine that, guys. There's loads of them. Come on, chat. There's loads of them, people. There's loads of them. Things you used to get up to, whether it be at school, walking home from school, going to school, playing out with your mates on your bikes, things you used to get up to. That'd be a good one. Leave and come back, Norms. It might work, they're saying. Aussie's den. If anyone comes across...
let me try that.
Yeah, guys, if anyone comes across Jamboy and Lynch on another chat, on another channel, right, you say that DJB's after them because they haven't joined my channel tonight, and I'm a little bit disappointed. David Season, look at that, look, the absolute legend. DJ, what's the bullshit I'm hearing about Arsenal moving to Wembley? Exactly, David C. Exactly. What it is, right? We've got to line the pockets of the FA. We've got to screw the fans over, getting there and back again, so that we can put 10,000 seats in a stadium to sell them to all the corporates. And then make out the reason why we're doing it is to get the fans off the waiting list. That's what we're being screwed over, David C. I'm all for moving with the times. Absolutely. I understand it. But I'm not happy going to Wembley. I'm not happy going to Wembley, people. DJB, it was more the cold curry that broke me, then kicked me out on the floor with a pineapple. Stooge, I apologise, brother. Don't start ripping into me like you do Shane and Aaron. I'll be ever so upset. Big up, my friend, absolute legend. I used to hide boxes of McVitie's chocolate digestives from my parents. Vigilante, man, that's a classic. Oh, brilliant. Oh, man. I said on your show tomorrow on YouTube about your member show notifies is strange. YouTube at the moment. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about tomorrow's show. We're doing the tea time show with Kenny Ken, 6:15 people. All right. So tomorrow, just in case you don't get the notifications, we're doing the Thursday tea time chat. Me and Kenny Ken. Aaron might be able to make it as well. But what I'm on a week-to-week basis with Aaron, because he's, sometimes he can, sometimes he can't. All right. But that's tomorrow at 6:15. And then tomorrow evening, I've got members only stream. We're just going to put it out there. Questions, how you became an Arsenal fan, a little bit about me, how I become an Arsenal fan exactly, some of your best games that you've witnessed, all that kind of thing. So we're doing a members only channel. So if you are a member, a paid member, I'm not forcing everyone to be a member, but if you are a paid member, then we've got to do a members only stream. It's just something that we do, guys, for members. It's nothing against if you're not a member. It's just all the channels do it. All the channels do like a premier stream or a members only stream. But yeah, there's problems with the notifications at the moment, people. So the uppercut was cold beans from the tin. That was the left hook, Binks. What I've done, I put a cold Chinese jab in. Yeah. Then I sort of came round the side with the cold Indian, and then the knockout punch, the uppercut, was the cold beans. And as you got up, I hit you with a pineapple on the pizza. That was it. Game over. Game over. That was a knockout. That no one can survive that. No one can survive that. Yeah, eating Pringles in bed as well. That's a bad one because you wake up with a few, Hunter D, big up DJ. I'm 26 and been a Bayern fan for 11 years now. People like you, Kenny and Jez are inspirations, and you lot are how I'm trying to be. God bless. Hunter, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much indeed. Me, Kenny, Ken and Jez, between us, have been supporting Arsenal many, many, many years and been to many, many games. There's not many of us in Stream World that you see on a regular basis. There's a few, but there's not many of us. Me personally, I'm a football fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm also a football fan. And I've said this time and time again. I respect every single fan from across the world and the nation, especially every fan, because being a football fan is hard work. It's demanding. Don't matter where you are in the world. Some people have to get up at 3:00 in the morning to watch a live game. Some people travel miles and miles to watch games, and it puts a lot of pressure on work, relationships, everything. So I've got respect for every football fan, 100%. So we just say it as it is. There's nothing personal against managers and players. I only say it what I see. You know, it's nothing personal. And Hunter D, the man, you know, we're top of the league at the moment. But I said Arteta's done some great things, and I admire him as a coach. But going forward, I just felt that we needed a change this season. I just felt that everyone reaches their limit, and I just feel that he's reached his limit. I still don't think we'll win the league. If we do, brilliant. But yeah. But big up Hunter D. Welcome to the community. It's a good community on here. Everyone's friendly, so doesn't matter what team you support. No one's going to disrespect you. Welcome, my friend. Make sure you sub and smash your like. It does go a little bit mad, though, the mingle. I mean, the mingle is a little... We do have a little comedy section as well, the mingle. So big up, everyone. I'm listening to the show while I'm walking my dog. A nice, warm South Florida. I'm in shorts and a T-shirt. David C, man. Come on. That's all we need. Binks has been it with all sorts of food. And look at this, look. Nice warm Florida, shorts and T-shirt. And here we are. The leaves are falling off the tree. The evenings are dropping to sort of 7 degrees. The daytime temperature is still holding up though, 16, 17 degrees, but you know it's going to hit rock bottom one day. You're going to wake up one morning and it's just like, bang, finish, gone. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Binks cold beans is so weird. Even cold spaghetti in the can. Big up Toronto. Welcome, my friend, as always. Yeah, it's been hard work tonight because it's not Normski's fault, but he's had problems with his internet. So I've tried to keep it going the best I can, people. I've tried to keep it going the best I can. Bless up to Normski always. Yeah, he's been trying. He's been really trying, which is good. Suge would need to be starving in the Arctic to do that. Binks, I tell you now, if you were starving, you would eat it. I'm telling you. That reminds me, didn't I see full chicken canned in a video somewhere? Imagine the sludge that... Oh, no, I've never seen it. I've never seen that. Never. Oh, no, I can't be doing that. Chicken in a can. Are you thinking of... Oh, what was that? That chicken. You do get chicken in a can. It's in a white sauce, isn't it? It's in a white sauce. You warm that up and have it with a bit of boiled rice. That's nice, that is. That's really nice. Binks, lucky I'm fat. I'd stop eating it. That's my option. Come on, Suge. You're not fat, man. Don't worry. Canned chicken. Yeah, Suge, it is. Oh, I'll find it. I'll find it. I'm telling you, I'm going to find it now. One sec. Guys, if you've just joined us, this is a football channel, by the way. This is a football channel. There we go. Tinned chicken, people. It's there. Tinned chicken. Princess. Apparently Princess do it. Princess. Chicken in white sauce. There you go. Chicken in white sauce, people, right? I'm gonna this is for Suge. You probably might not get it where you live, Suge, so I'm gonna share with you. 1 second, right? There we go. Let's have a little look at this, people, right? Here we go. You think there you go. Oh, where's it gone? There it is. Look at that, people. Look at that. Princess chicken in white sauce. There you go, Suge. Put that on your pineapple pizza. Put that with your pineapple on your pizza. Eh? Oh, it's crazy. You can get anything in a can. Honestly, you can get anything in a can. You'd probably get curried Arteta in a can soon. He's PR the way he's going. Little spaghetti Artetas. Imagine that. Heinz spaghetti Artetas. You open up the can and like there's a little face of Arteta in tomato sauce on your toast. Imagine. Oh, don't. I've heard of burgers in a tin. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, right? Vigilante, right? Years ago when I used to go Arsenal, and you used to come out of Arsenal tube station, and then obviously, right, you turn left, and then you got the North Bank. Just as you turn left outside the tube station, there was a little burger, and they used to be like little trolleys on wheels. Nothing like the big sort of like where they're frying them on the grill, barbecue style. Used to be like a little trolley, and we used to buy burgers, and they used to boil them in water, in brine, tinned burgers. They used to tip them in this brine, open up the lid, bit like hot dogs, yeah, in brine, open up the lid, and you used to put it in a burger bun out of brine with onions and all sorts. You ate it. You ate it because you were starving. You was absolutely starving. They used to be everywhere, all over football, tin burgers. Seriously. Don't know what meat it was. To this day, I haven't got a clue what I was eating. Not a clue. I was going to say something, but realised it could be taken away. Says, "Oh, right, okay, Suge, no problem, bruv. Yeah, we've all got to be careful what we say, haven't we? We're not all Gary Neville where we get away with it." Hello, DJB. Long time no see. Saba, where you been, bro? Where you been? Where you been? 45 likes. Come on, people. Get the likes up. Big up, Sab. AJ, please like the stream. If you've not already, it really helps DJB. It does, guys. It does. Please subscribe to the channel. AJ, thank you very much, brother. It does all help. It does all help. Here's a vid of a canned chicken. There you go. Look. Wahar's got it. YouTube.com shorts. There you go. Canned chicken. My uncle got one of those burgers. He regretted that very quick. Yeah, I know. But when you was a kid, you used to eat it, didn't you? I mean, my eating habits now is brilliant. I mean, I eat a lot healthier now. I'm older than I ever did. I mean, you know, I train as well, and I eat. You know, I let my hair down every now and again, but on the whole, my diet's okay. Thank God. Crazy, you've been doing these shows since May, DJB. God, Joseph, I can't believe it. I'd done. I was umming and ahhing whether to do a channel, and I was umming and ahhing and that, and then in May, I went, and there we are in October. The only thing is, I'm kicking myself that I didn't start it during the close season. I waited for the season to end, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm enjoying it. I've met some, not in person, but you chat to some nice people, and it's great. Yeah, it's good. Good evening, the Vig. Saba, I've been waiting for an Arsenal loss, but we're cooking. Road to the Championship. Saba, right? Listen, I've been a little bit more positive. I've got to be honest, because we're top of the league. I still don't trust him. I still think it will go wrong somewhere along the line. I'm hoping I'm proven wrong, but yeah, no, big up, my friend, big up. We are doing okay at the moment. I wouldn't say it's brilliant. I wouldn't say it's outstanding. You know, I'm not sort of jumping up and down of the quality of football, but we're getting the job done. We're getting the job done. Big up the Suge every time. Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, I don't quite know. Your careers need to step up. Saba, we touched on it earlier in the stream, my friend. Earlier in the stream, we touched on it. He needs to step up. I'm not getting on his case. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm just a bit worried that he may not adapt to the way Arsenal play. he might be one of these players that just may not adapt to how we play. He may not adapt to the Premiership. Some players don't. There's a lot of evidence where players just don't adapt to the Premiership and the style of play. Just doesn't happen. Vigilante Talk Sports. Yeah, I subscribed to old Vigilante the other day. Yeah. Make sure you're subscribing to all the channels. I realise I just don't like canned food, except tuna. Yeah, big up, Binks. It's a weird one, isn't it? There's a lot of food. There's a lot of food in cans that I don't eat. I'll eat tuna. Yeah. I used to eat sweet corn out of the tin, but I don't now. I sort of buy the corn on the cobs. I think since I've got my air fryer, my eating's changed completely. I buy a lot of fresh stuff now and just bung it in the air fryer. Seen Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans say, is sacking Gyökeres a free pass? No. Big name players have to perform. They do have to perform. There's no reason why they can't. Victor shows a lot of work rate, though, on the field. I'll give him that, but he needs to be better. He also needs a better service. Yeah, his work rate's fine. But technically, I've seen better strikers than him. I've not seen a lot of technical ability in him, to be honest. He hasn't got a lot of technical ability. Perhaps he's doing too much. Perhaps he should be a bit more selfish and just hang around in the box. I don't know. But we're not a team that gets loads and loads of crosses into the box, are we? So it's going to be difficult for him, to be honest. Going to be really difficult for him. Binks, same as bean soup, all I eat. Oh, Vigilante's a legend, man. Big up. He's a bit clunky, if you know what I mean. He is, yeah. Yeah, you need that strength though, Sabba, don't you? I'm all for a number 9 being strong and physical. I like that in a number 9, like an old-fashioned number 9, if you like a Alan Shearer and that. Very strong, very physical. But at the moment, he's got the technical ability of Andy Carroll. That's what I'm calling him at the moment. I'm calling him a prime Andy Carroll because I'm not seeing much else. He looks like a championship player to me. He don't look like a Premiership player at a top. When you think he's at Arsenal Football Club, he's not at Luton or Southampton. He's at Arsenal Football Club. Victor Gyökeres is at Arsenal Football Club. And I don't know where your standards are, but my standards for a number 9 should be is at the moment higher than that. I'm not saying he won't come good. I'm still behind him and I'm still supporting him. I'm just saying that right now, I'm not seeing it. There's other strikers that I would put ahead of him right now. Voltemade, for example. Voltemade at Newcastle. Head of Gyökeres. Mateta, head of Gyökeres. So that's all I'm saying. I know Victor ain't been good enough. However, Sesko wouldn't be doing better if you ask me. Possibly not, but technically he's better than Gyökeres. Technically, Sesko is better than Gyökeres. You think we're the favourites to win the Prem now? It's difficult, Sabba. I can't comment on it. I can't comment on it. You know, I can't comment on it. We should win the Premiership with the team we've got. We should win a trophy. There should be trophies coming to the Emirates this season with the team we've got. And if there isn't, the manager has to go. Simple as that. Simple as that. Whether you like it or not, this manager will not be at this football club next season if we don't win silverware. And if he does, I'm seriously thinking of, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. I really don't know what I'll do. If this manager does not win any silverware with this team and he's still here next season, oh boy, honestly, my channel might turn very, very nasty. We won't be having comedy sections, that's for sure. You're right, I'm going to be angry if we don't win nothing. Absolutely. Good night, Lux, my friend. Sleep well. God bless you, my friend. Yeah, keep the progress going. And bless to everyone, my friend. Bless to everyone. Thank you for joining me, the community, and everyone else. Big up, my friend. Yorkeres lay it on the plate striker or runs in behind. Otherwise, he doesn't offer much. The thing is with Yorkeres, he needs quick passes, long balls, and midfielders running from deep beyond the defenders. No problem, brother. That's what he needs. That's what Yorkeres needs. He needs midfielders getting beyond the defenders, so it draws defenders out, so he can go in and exploit them spaces. And we don't do that. Declan Rice ain't going to make runs beyond defenders. Zubamendi's not going to make runs beyond defenders. We're not going to ping him with long balls either. It's just not us. So he's either got to work the system or the system fails him. That's the only two ways that what's going to happen with Yorkeres, people. Can you break down the next games quick for us? You don't have to. Yeah. Fulham away. Fulham away is going to be tough, but I think we'll beat them. I can see us winning 2-1 at Fulham. Palace at home is going to be tough. I think we'll be all right there, though. I think again 2-1. It won't be high scoring. None of these games are going to be high scoring. Do you know the game I'm worried about, Saba? Sunderland away, under the lights, midweek. That's the game I'm worried about. Sunderland away. That's the sort of game that slips this manager up. Do you know what I mean? That crowd is going to be rocking. You think St James's Park, Newcastle rocks? Wait till we go to Sunderland. Big up, James. Hope you well. Big up, James. Hope you well. People, it's coming to a close, my friend. It's been an absolute wonderful mingle. 2 hours, 12 minutes. I haven't got a clue where the time's gone. Not a clue. Sunderland is midweek. Oh, no. I think Sunderland is it a Saturday? I think it's 5:30 kickoff, though. 5:30 kickoff. So it will be sort of under the lights. That's where I got it muddled up. But I think you're right, Saba. No, I think Sunderland is... Let me just quickly get the fixtures up. One sec. I'll get the... Before we go, I'll get the fixtures up. All right, chat. Let's go. Here we go. Right. So we've got Fulham away. Let's enlarge this. Right. So Fulham away. We know about that. It's going to be tough. Yeah. And then we've got then we've got Atleti, which is going to be tough. Crystal Palace at home, 2 o'clock kickoff. Again, it's not an easy game. Carabao Cup, Brighton. I bet he throws that in the bin. I can see us getting knocked out of that. And that's a cup I want to win. If we win that cup, that's like the catalyst to take us on further. That gives us confidence perhaps to go further. But I can't see that happening. I've got a funny feeling about that one. Then we've got Burnley. We're going into November now. Burnley, Slavia Prague. There you go. Saturday. Yeah, I knew it was a 5:30 kickoff. Sunderland away. November's a tough month. And then Spurs. And then Bayern. And then Chelsea. Look at that, people. All in November. Sunderland away. Spurs, North London derby. Bayern Munich. If we lose against Atleti, we're going to need to win that. And then we've got Chelsea. So, yeah, some tough games coming ahead, people. Tough games coming ahead, but it is what it is. You got to do them. You got to get through it, haven't you? You got to get through it. It's the only way. Every game's tough. When you ain't won nothing, every game's tough. I'd rather out Odegaard and get someone else in to replace him with youth. Ethan Wanyeri, but he ain't going to give him a chance, mate. He ain't going to give him a chance. Sunderland away is hard. Mia, Sunderland away is hard. They've got nothing to lose. They're playing at home. I think we're a big club coming to Sunderland. They've been playing well at Sunderland. They've been playing well at home. They're relying on their home form to keep them up. If they nick the odd point away from home, that's fine. But they're relying on their home form to keep them up. So every game at home is a cup final for them. So that won't be easy. That won't be easy. No way will that be easy. Brighton in the League Cup midweek, and it will be hard. Yeah, it will be. I'm hoping we take it a little bit serious, though, my friend. I really am. But anyway, people, this has been the Mingle. We've discussed everything, the move. Unfortunately, Normski had problems tonight, so I'm going to apologise on his behalf. It was out of his control, but we tried to keep it going. I think we kept it going. The comedy section was bad eating habits. We won't go over my bad eating habits again because you won't be able to sleep tonight, people, and I don't want to do that to you. Big up David C that's in Florida with his shorts and T-shirt on, walking the dog. Big up the Suge. Don't put too much pineapple on your pizza, brother. Thank you for all your support. AJ, thank you for coming in. Waha waha. Norms, Joseph Connor, Icy Spicy, Kawaja, everyone in the chat. You know you are. Plus, we had some new members as well. Big up to everyone that's come in. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Aussie's Den, Martin Tapp. You know you are. Gunner for life. Everyone's come in the chat. Joey Smith, Canterbury Gooner, everyone. If I've missed you out, I apologise. Thank you for everyone for coming into the chat. Thank you for joining us on the Mingle. Just in case you don't get any notifications, please join me tomorrow, 6:15. With Kenny Ken, and then we're doing the members only stream 10 o'clock. So yeah, big up to everyone. Stay safe. If you're in the sunshine, enjoy it. If you're not in the sunshine, then sleep well. Take care, everyone. Come on, you Gunners, and hope we can continue doing what we're doing, but don't hold your breath, people. Don't hold your breath. A long way to go. A long, long way to go. Big up to everyone. Take care. And see you all soon.